Silas of the Samajwadi Party is now joining us. Mr. Silas, what do you have to say about the bulldozer action being initiated against one of Atiq Ahmed's close aides?
Very good afternoon to everyone. Yes, the bulldozer action, okay, fine. Anyone who's involved in crime and heinous crimes like this, such action should definitely be taken. But the only thing is that is a worry that innocent people should not, be involved in such things. Like what we saw in Kanpur, innocent mother and daughter, they were crushed in the bulldozer and they were burnt alive. So that is a problem, and the main thing is that the state government is responsible for law and order in any state. So how come such a big incident happened in Prayagraj? Somewhere down the line, it's the failure of the Yogi government that such big incident happened in broad daylight. And the other thing that I'm watching on your TV is Atiq Ahmed. Let me tell you very, very bluntly that Atiq Ahmed also fought the election in 2018 against the Samajwadi Party from Phulpur Lok Sabha by-election. And at that time, he was supported by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The other question that comes in my mind that Atiq Ahmed, where is Atiq Ahmed? Atiq Ahmed is in Gujarat. He's in Ahmedabad, relaxing in Ahmedabad. Why don't you bring him to Uttar Pradesh and let the justice prevail? Because at the time of Mukhtar Ansari, we saw that the Bharatiya Janata Party was all over the place. They were saying that the Congress Party is not releasing him. The Congress Party has had the government at
Mr.
the
Vivek
time.
Silas, please do stay with us, because somebody who will, of course, contradict what you're saying is Anila Singh of the BJP. So let's get in her perspective as well. Ms. Singh, thank you for speaking to us. Now, Mr. Vivek Silas has said that as far as the demolition action is concerned against criminals, the Samajwadi Party does not necessarily have a problem with that, but it does have a problem with the prevailing law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh, where somebody like Umesh Pal, who's one of the prime witnesses in the Raju Pal murder case, could be murdered in broad daylight. What do you have to say in response to that, ma'am?
My Ram to everyone, and I think Mr. Vivek ji should come and check the facts in Uttar Pradesh. If we do the comparative studies in crime has definitely come down. 2017, when Yogi Adityanath ji took oath of Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, he promised one thing, कि मैं इन माफियाओं को, इन अपराधियों को मट्टी में मिला दूंगा. And this is what he is doing. And say anybody saying anything, anybody, targeting him, accusing him, whatsoever, his aim, his goal is very, very clear, that he is going to reduce the crime in Uttar Pradesh. He is going to demolish these, demolish and crush and finish these mafias and land mafias and dons whatsoever. So the thing is, if somebody dares to do the crime in broad daylight and that person or that gang thinks that they will just have a last laugh, no.
Okay.
No, this is Yogi government, and this is what happens, what we are observing in today's date as well. Okay. If there is a criminal, if any person associated with that criminal does anything wrong, then definitely action will be taken. And this bulldozer is a symbol of dharm ki vijay on adharm.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We're also being joined right now by the former UP DGP, Mr. Vikram Singh. Mr. Vikram Singh, now, of course, a lot of the people in the BJP are celebrating the fact that this kind of a retributive action is being taken against criminals in the state of Uttar Pradesh. But what do you have to say about the prevailing law and order situation, especially when a prime witness in a murder case was shot dead in broad daylight?
An extremely shocking and indeed a sensational case. But it would not be appropriate to draw conclusion of law and order on the basis of a single case. Okay. A single swallow does not a spring make. Okay. And at the same time, you must see the follow-through and the follow-up in this action, that the most drastic and deterrent action is being taken now, and we should set the right signals to the underworld and to the hardened mafias of Atiq Ahmed and his gang. Don't dial a wrong number, because there will be consequences. This is exactly what Yogi ji promised, and this is what the local administration is doing. I compliment them for the swift follow-up and follow-through. But yes, a deterrent, not only deterrent, decimative action needs to be taken, because the audacity with which they committed Umesh Pal's murder was indeed a challenge to the authority of the state and the Prayagraj police. Okay. I'm happy Ramit Sharma, the police commissioner, and all the officers are together as a team of the administration and demolishing the ill-gotten wealth and the houses of those who were there and those who were there as a part, because this is on the basis of people are questioning how did you identify? There were CCTV footages and there are hardcore criminals. Everybody said, screaming on the top of their voices, these are the people and these are their houses. And you would realize that the recovery of a rifle also is no joke. Recovery of swords is no joke.
Yes.
Under these circumstances, I compliment, but I also would advise close follow-through and follow-up of the actions and the leads that are being provided by the informers and by the arrested gangsters.
All right, Mr. Vikram Singh, thank you so much for your perspective. We have to slip into a